with Chris Froome sitting in fourth wheel. Then we have Alberto Contador, who surprisingly has not attacked, but here we go. We've been waiting for this. Valverde moved up on the right-hand side of the peloton, and now Valverde turns the heat up on everybody else. A big attack from the former winner of the Vuelta a España. Alejandro Valverde makes a bid. Immediate reaction now from Alberto Contador as he jumps across to the wheel of Valverde, and Contador's now going to use this as the way of attacking everybody else, and he's looking really good. Look at the cadence, the pedalling speed of Alberto Contador. He looks around to see if he's got rid of everybody. The answer is you've got rid of most of them, but still Rodriguez, Froome and Valverde are with you.
Well, this is an exciting finish to this stage today, and you know, everybody looking at each other. They're putting attacks in. Valverde, one attack by him. Contador matched him, went past him, and you know, these four riders just kind of playing games with each other. And Froome in the right-hand side, Valverde in the middle. Rodriguez just sitting back and not doing anything. He knows if he gets to the finish, he is the, you know, one of the fastest. But Contador just sitting back. Now this front group, now only what 20 riders left in this race, with you know, some of the team cars just behind. This race has exploded in this final climb, and it is in fact Anton for Euskadi bringing them all back. He's the rider in the orange, and again an attack from the front four, and it's Contador again.
Oh, here he goes. Look at this. Alberto Contador as he grits his teeth and accelerates really hard now. That's a furious attack from Alberto Contador. 6 months of sitting at home, and now the opportunity to race, and he's thriving on it. If anyone wondered, and we did he have the form? Well, there's your answer. He's looking very, very good indeed. The attack is nullified. Froome, Rodriguez and Valverde are the only riders who are able to stay with the winner of the Vuelta in 2008, Alberto Contador. 4 kilometers of racing left to go, and the attacks of Alberto Contador and Alejandro Valverde have been nullified by Chris Froome of Team Sky and Perito Rodriguez of Katusha. But now a number of riders have managed to catch them, including one of Chris Froome's teammates. As we look through there, it's Rigoberto Urán who is going to try and look after Froome now. So whilst it looked like we had 4 riders going to race all the way to the top, now we have a group of round about 20. Vasconcelos's in here. Now we have another big attack. 3.5 kilometers of racing to go, and Alberto Contador's going to try again. Well, he's tried to rid himself of everyone, and the only rider who's able to get immediately onto the wheel is Rodriguez, who wore the Maglia Rosa as the leader of the Giro d'Italia this year. He was beaten finally by rider Hazidal of Canada. But look at the number of fans now who are urging on. 3 Spanish riders at the front.
Yeah, and they've been tracked down by the British rider Chris Froome. He's just coming across the gap ever so slowly. He's going to need his teammates round about him. But just look at the Basque crowd here, completing their orange t-shirts or hats, and absolutely loving this to see the 3 Spanish riders at the front. Contador on the right-hand side, and the red you've got the Katusha rider Rodriguez, and you've got just behind in the lime green helmet, and that is Valverde. Now they've been caught by Chris Froome. On the right hand side you've got Anton of Euskadi, and just behind him you've got Nicholas Roche of AG2R.
3 kilometers left as the riders climb to the top of Arati. Remember, we go over the top. There's a King of the Mountains point, then we descend down, so it could suit a rider like Nicholas Roche, who can sprint, because if he can get himself over the crest of this climb onto the descent, then he could race through for the victory. I'm wondering if the Lampre rider, we haven't been able to see, might be winner Anacona, the Colombian rider, but now we see the attack of Igor Anton.
Contador going again straight over the top of Anton, and he's full of fight in this climb. We said it before, he took the 2 seconds bonus yesterday. He really wants this. He wants to give his team plenty of confidence. Contador's in form today, and he's showing everybody.
Oh, look at the gritted teeth of Alberto Contador. 2.6 kilometers of racing to go, and all that built-up aggression and anger and everything else that he is feeling is being dished out to the legs of Valverde. and Rodriguez and Chris Froome, who somehow has found his way back onto the wheel of those riders. But Contador, no matter what he does, has been unable to rid himself of the rest of these general classification contenders, as the Basque fans go absolutely wild, and Contador yet again goes. How has he got the energy to keep attacking like this? What a tremendous performance from Alberto Contador. He wants to get rid of Chris Froome. He knows that Froome has been named as the overall favourite as they get onto the little descent now, and Contador is going for the stage victory. Alberto Contador, Alejandro Valverde, Rodriguez and Chris Froome is going to make contact with the three leaders. Contador looks around and realises that Froome is still there.
Well, for me, the big danger man is the man in the red and white, and that's the Katusha Joaquim Rodriguez. And we've now got 4 riders. Chris Froome has made it. He's withstood all the attacks from Contador, the stop-start attacks. This doesn't go down until about 1 kilometre to go. This is the false flat straight over the top. But Joaquim Rodriguez at the front. This group now, with 2 kilometres to go. Great to see Talansky in there for Garmin Sharp, and is Nicholas Ross going to manage to come back and try and steal this stage win? Because who's going to ride these 4 riders? You've got Valverde at the front, Chris Froome second place, Joaquim Rodriguez and Contador. Are they going to help each other? Are they going to ride? Are they thinking of the stage win? Are the group behind going to come back together and surprise them? Who knows? But pretty sure that Contador wants to finish this day off.
Magnificent racing. This climb has lived up to expectation. We've seen constant attacks from Alberto Contador, a little bit of an attack from Valverde, and so far, as we now go back uphill a little bit, the attack of Contador has not paid dividends.
He wants to go again.
He wants to go again, yep. He's looking to say, give me a little bit of room to the motorbike. But all of this, and here he goes again. Contador's going to sprint. 1 kilometre of racing to go. Let's hope that flag gets out of the way in time. And Alberto Contador, he knows these twists and turns over the top, but immediately Valverde says, you ain't having any of that. It's time for me to bring you back. And it's 4 riders at the front, but these riders are going to come back.
Well, Valverde was actually waiting for that. He was waiting for the attacks to come. He's withstood all the attacks, and Valverde, very good sprinter, and he really wants to get into this final corner. You can just see Contador goes for it, but Valverde really wants to grab that front place. It's who's round this final corner in first position is going to win this final stage.
Here we go now as they make their way around that right-hander. They know that it's very important to stay. How do you stay on your bike at that sort of pace? 500 metres to go as they race now towards the finish. 3 hours 50 minutes. The speed into that final corner. 300 metres of racing to go. Rodriguez of Katusha powering his way around here. Is he going to take the victory from Valverde? Will Valverde get round him? It's a massive acceleration now as, who got it on the line? It looked close. Was it Rodriguez? Was it Valverde? It was Rodriguez who looked like he'd got it, but I'm not sure Valverde didn't squeeze past him on the inside.
Very tough to call, very, very tough to call. It was about the first person round this final corner, but with Rodriguez easing up, this is going to come down to a photo finish. Very good fight for Valverde. Could finish the day off for Movistar well, because they have been riding hard on the front all day, but just looking at it, very, very difficult to call that. For me, I think the reaction, you see the rider reaction just after the line, I think Valverde's got this.
Yep, Brian Smith and Alejandro